Pittsburgh Steelers. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Seven yards to go on second down.
Hey, cut in right. One cut in. Middle. Set. Like 30.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The gain of 39 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Bryant, the man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down. That's Chapman. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a first down carry by Bell. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Shipped together here from the D-line. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And to give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now Bridgewater. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Austin, the man in motion left. In motion right is Austin. And he'll give it here to his running back. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down right near the 27. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. This from 44 yards away. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. Steelers, 44 yards. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On 3rd down, that's Chapman. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots have jumped out to an early lead over Miami, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league. And we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Let's go.
Bridgewater to throw it. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Nothing's ever simple about scoring on defense, but everything came together on that play. A terrific read, an interception, and they took it to the house.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And now here's a carry heading left. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession.